Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, LODI is back, and I'm bringing you another episode of Lodi'S Licks. This week, we're going to do a special episode called Don't Be a Wiener. Unless you've been living under a rock, you know what that means. Representative Weiner, New York, Democrat. Not so good with the social media there, are you, Weiner? So, all the jokes can be told. I'm not going to stoop to that level and tell Weiner jokes the entire episode of Lodi'S Licks, but this episode is a special Don't Be a Weiner episode. June 11th, LODI back in Orangeburg, South Carolina for CWA. Time to take it up a notch. I put that on the old Facebook Lodi page today. That's Facebook.com/LODIRULZ, Lodi Rules, for those of you who can't spell. If you're not a fan, go there and follow. And yes, I'm going to pick my game up a notch this weekend in Orangeburg, South Carolina, June 11th. Upcoming shows, June 25th. I'll be opening a show at 7 o'clock in Greenville, South Carolina. That's right, LODI making his return to Greenville, South Carolina, and got a special day planned in Greenville. We'll get more on that later or next week. But the show, 7 o'clock. I think it's the Shrine Auditorium building, something or another down there. You'll figure it out. Come see Lodi. But later that night in Belmont, North Carolina, just a short hop, skip, and a jump from the man cave right here. LODI are going to defend the Southern Heritage Championship Wrestling Hardcore title that I presently own against my old nemesis, Six. Six, you've been there before, and it always ends the same. 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, that's all Six is adding up to that night. 1, 2, 3. Your shoulders on the mat. LODI wins. Enough. Back to Don't Be a Wiener. You know, if you can't use social media properly, you probably shouldn't be tweeting or direct messaging unless you know exactly what you're doing. And in Anthony Weiner's case, it's obvious he didn't know what he was doing. Now, the sad thing is, the late night comedians, this stuff writes itself. They've made lots of jokes. You know, they said Weiner's not resigning, but he sure is packing. I'm not going to stoop to that level. You see the Yankees hat here? Yankees. Even though the Red Sox have beat up on my Yankees the last couple nights, I still wear the hat because it's a long, long season, boys and girls, and I have faith in my Yankees, as old as they're getting. But back to Weiner. You know, it's the sad thing now, we find out his wife is pregnant. If she has a son, I suppose the issue there is, what are you going to name him? You can name him Frank. You can call him Richard. Okay, bad jokes. I'll stop. What if it's a girl? What if there's a girl, a female child born? You could always name her Anita. Okay, now. Enough of the Weiner jokes. Segment of the week, we'd like to say, who do I not want to be this week? A carryover from last week, still don't want to be John Edwards. You may be in trouble, my friend. Not wanting to be John Edwards this week. Shania Twain last night at the Country Music Awards. Boom! She took a bump and fell. Not wanting to be Shania Twain. Who would I like to be? How about Bill DeMott from WWE's Tough Enough? What a character. Nice to see the former Hugh Morris back in the ring. Hugh, Bill, great job on Tough Enough. Can't put you over enough because you know how great you did. Congratulations. Can't wait till next season. Should we wrap this thing up? Yeah. Facebook /Lodi1Brad. Twitter /Lodi1Brad. YouTube /Lodi1. You getting the picture? LODI, the number 1, BRAD. Go follow us on Twitter, on YouTube, Facebook. It's all out there. Keep up with the Lodi Monster and what's going on. And what is that? I'm getting the rap from my producer here. Standing over in the corner of the man cave drinking my Crystal Light. So it is written. So it shall come to pass. Enjoy every breath you take. You never know when it'll be your last. Many have come before you. They've all fallen like fools. When it comes to hardcore wrestling, it's plain and simple. Lodi rules.